Let's go live. Anyways, welcome. This is 2096, a post-apocalyptic D12 role-playing game set in the not-so-distant future. Intelligence is rewarded, stupidity is punished, and whatever you do, don't roll a 1 or a dice of doom. That's even worse. Anyways, this is MC Hart Arbitrates, session 14. I'm going to send it right over to you.
Okay, so at the moment, the individual, you are all looking to fight Gentech. You are wanting to engage in a war, and you have all discovered two things. One, a facility where you believe they store their vehicles. Looks like some kind of cover. And then another auditor called Philip. Now, one of the group has joined as an employee. Unfortunately, that individual is not here today. So we're going to leave his employing us elsewhere. So that just leaves the rest of you to either you sort of engage the vehicle directly, or you can try and get Silverloak, or see what goes on. But before we do any of that, it's very important that we introduce the characters. So what we're going to do is I'm going to work from left to right, starting with Prism.
Okay, my name's Omar, Arbiter, creator of this world, whatever, but today I'm playing Prism. Prism keeps things at a distance and doesn't usually run headfirst into situation. He sees the others as currently liabilities, and I actually wonder how InfoSite would even get them jobs. Not that I'm salty about the fact. But anyways, I have a bounty of over 1.5 million credits on me at this point in time. Because a mission against Gentech went south, it might not really all be my fault. But anyways, Prism's now in hiding. And I'm going to do everything in my power to profit and take out Gentech. Because fuck them. That's it. That's what I got.
Okay, well, next is Igor. Or Igor. I'm not entirely sure which one, because he spelled it Igor. But anyway, so Igor, introduce yourself.
I'm James. I'm playing as Igor, who last we saw is snapping someone's neck using psionics on a kill order.
Street thug.
Okay. Nice. So he's a psychic assassin at this point. That's fine. Next will be a Marcus B, aka Cade.
Wow. Throw my real name out there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You put it out there. You put it out there.
I am playing as Cade, a bipolar mechanic. Best way to describe.
Okay. And what's his interest in this situation?
He has a bounty, and he has not turned it in yet. Has to be left up.
Okay, that's fine. And then finally, Usamagi. If he's there.
Hi guys, I'm Fade. I am Usumagi Adachi as well. That's my character. I have a 5 million credit bounty. And I'm of a similar mind with our friend Prism. So yeah, I'm staying out of the way currently, but I might be helping our pal take down a corporation for being some fuck knobs.
Okay, we do have a new party. And he will hopefully be joining us. He's at the moment building a character. But if you'd like, in the meantime, Rookie, if you'd like to introduce yourself. Or is he gone?
Might be helping us.
I am here. I'm just setting up my character. I will
That's right. Just
introduce myself later.
Don't worry about introducing the character. Just introduce yourself.
Just say hi. There you go.
Just give us a name.
I'm Watson. I'm just setting up my character.
Cool. That's good. That's a good start. So, okay. So, as I explained, at the moment, you have Phil, and he's an auditor. You believe he may well be a financial auditor. And you also, like I said, you also have this location where they are storing vehicles. Now, at the moment, one of you, the person who is employed by the company, is currently not with us, so he will not. That element, unless one of you lot wishes to join, get a job with them, then we will leave that element. And unless you want to kick in the front door.
No. No kicking in front doors.
So we're kicking in front doors?
Do we have that plasma lance
No.
still? Whatever happened to that?
Yeah, it's currently on my person.
All right. Well, theoretically, no. I don't think we should go in there. I don't think we should go in there blazing at the moment. Where are we? Are we back at base? Or we're going to say we're back at base at this point?
Yeah, everyone's back in the base. Yeah.
Okay. I wanted nothing to do with that. Well, whatever, Igor. I don't know. Did you? What was the last message you sent, Prism?
Guild order's done.
I'm gonna ignore that and maybe shoot you dirty looks when I see you. You short little fuck.
I'm going to. Kate's going to send a message to Tracy, see how long it's going to take her to get here.
Oh no, she's here. I think, isn't she?
Tracy, this is your love doll. Is this your love doll?
The battle doll
No,
I spent
it's
time
the battle
with.
doll.
Oh, the battle doll.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, she's here, but she's been hijacked.
Grin.
No, I just want to cry.
Grin.
She's currently been hijacked. Oh, actually, no, that was the other love doll, wasn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Was the other love doll?
The info site,
hijacked?
yeah. So info site took over the love doll. But remember the
right.
battle doll showed up and Tracy. I rolled some good stuff last time with her. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you did fuck my doll. You cunt.
No, we were just catching up and becoming friendlier together. Because by the way, there's I rented what do I rent? An SUV or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple. It's not really like our UTV. That's what I got. That was cool. Not an SUV, but there's a nice UTV there. There's some other vehicles. The other one that we rented for our little guy who's not here. That's fine. I can't call him little. He's not little in this. But yeah, no, that's fine. Tracy and I were just friends. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna look over at Cade, smile. That's what happens when you miss a session, buddy. I mean,
yeah, no. And the two dolls have been talking, by the way.
Oh, okay.
They have been interacting. So, that whether that's a good or a bad thing, you don't have a clue, but you.
Oh God. Yeah. So since I'm gonna look over at Cade and be like, since you were off doing something last time, we were pretty much just trailing Philip. Were you here for that? I don't think you were around. Were you there, buddy?
No, I went to go turn in the bounty for 40K.
Oh yeah, that was a great bounty. You remember the one where you set fire to the building, by the way?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, actually, everybody make perception rolls. It's ridiculously simple, but everybody make perception rolls, please.
You realize when you're going after bounties, you're typically not going to get another bounty unless you do something fucking stupid, like try to burn down a building, right, buddy?
Don't know what you're talking about.
What am I rolling perception? Do I get any bonuses?
No, you don't. This is just simple perception. This is you just taking in the outside world.
Yeah, luckily my perception's pretty good.
Okay, so all of you realise that in fact the fire did significant damage to the building. And there are some pictures. They're not perfect pictures, but there are some pictures of people walking in and out of the room in question.
I'm going to get up. Cade, can you come here for a minute? And I'm gonna pull him toward a corner of the garage for a second. Can you just do me a favor and stand right there for me? And I'm gonna point to the wall.
No.
Oh, come on, buddy, please.
It's either you're gonna take a picture to me and ask if there's a tip for the bounty.
No, not
or
that.
Or you're gonna do something dastard.
Meanwhile,
I want no part in it.
Oh, and you might have, and it's obvious that I had my hand on my pistol, which is only a pistol, you're thinking. And I'm kind of I'm just gonna smirk and be like, fucking shake my head and be like, God damn it. Are you trying to catch up to us? Is that what you're doing? Because.
So, it's the three of them. Igor, Cade, and the other individual. They're all now wanted for questioning by the police.
Great. A bounty, guys.
Not really a bounty, just questioning.
Yeah, it's not. There's no bounty on you yet.
You went in for a bounty, and never mind. What? I can't
I
wait
can,
till you. How are you guys going to work this one out? That's what I want to know.
Well, it means
I could probably spin it.
volatile.
Well, here's the thing. We're trying to stay low under the radar. That's not the fucking way to do it. And by the way, we need a hacker. I'm going to look over at Fade. If you were here, this probably would have been a lot smoother there, buddy. I don't know why all you guys just fucking disappear, do things.
I did
Like-
not disappear anywhere.
Well, then,
As I'm standing right there with my arms folded and looking at you skeptically, not understanding what you're saying.
just going to be like, never mind. It's fine. By the way, I did find a nice place that has some great egg and cheese croissants.
What?
Croissant.
Yeah,
What
you
is
weren't,
a croissant?
you weren't here for that, were you there? I'm going to point over at fucking Kate again. Too bad.
What's a croissant?
A croissant. You don't know what a croissant? It was delicious. Anyways, maybe I'll take you there at some point, which we'll probably do because it's right
Croissant.
across. Yeah, it's a. Never mind. Just never mind. I'll show you sometime.
Is
All
it
right.
like
Here, I'll tell you what. If you
What
can,
is it?
if you can handle the situation and remedy this, so they can fucking stop whatever, I'll get you a croissant. Okay?
what? I don't even
It's-
know what that is. It could be
It's
like
food. It's something you put in your mouth.
human liver.
It's delicious. Okay, it's the best thing you'll ever have in this
Well,
timeline.
enough about the croissants. What do we need to do?
Don't know. What do you need to do? You want to start a war with Gentech? There are other. You could look around for somewhere else, but at the moment,
Here's
you are.
So here's what I'm thinking. Since we found the data center of vehicles, I don't know what it is because our guy's not here, right? I think we need to find a supply depot or something because we're going to need better, more hardware than what we got here looking around the garage.
Well,
True.
considering I have a new body, I should no
MC,
problem moving around.
Yeah.
after Prism says that, can I roll my skill corporate connection to see if I can pinpoint prime locations for a supply depot? Well, where one would be.
How are you doing that?
Using my corporate connections as an insight point on the Gentech Corporation
Okay.
to know exactly how far a depot would have been from the auditor place.
Right. So let's.
It's a high roll, I know that.
Everybody make a. If they would like to know more locations for Gentech, everybody make a roll on their corporate connection. It will need to be a significant roll because Gentech don't hand out their locations of their storehouses.
How do we do a corporate roll? Just a D12
So,
Yeah,
plus.
I know that.
Yeah.
I would say D12 plus your corporate, any level of
What
corporate
level?
connection
Okay.
you have.
I like that.
And yeah, just D12 plus your corporate level.
Meh.
Okay.
We don't know shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
they-
is
they
the love
might
doll
do.
there? Is info site there?
Well, of course, the info site is there. Yes.
I'm sure he overhears us. I'm just gonna look at him for a moment.
No, he's at the moment obviously having a silent communication with the combat doll.
Oh, okay.
So you
Is he
could
giving up all my secrets?
Yeah, everything.
you don't know. Are
Fuck.
you asking?
I am asking. Message Tracy.
Okay, so Tracy looks at you and says, "What secrets?"
Touche.
Oh, sorry. So, yeah. So, if you want to ask the info site, you'll need to go and ask him or her or it, whatever you want to describe it.
All right. If none of those rolls come back with information,
No.
Okay. I will. I'll kind of like. Actually, what is she wearing? The love doll? I don't remember. I don't know. I'm gonna put my. I'm gonna fucking make him notice me. As I walk over.
She gives you the side eye and says, "Yes."
supply depots, Gentech. You know of any?
I know of many.
Obviously.
Why do you want supply depots?
Well, if we're going after Gentech, we need some, I think, bigger hardware. If I look over and there's fucking, the 2 vehicles, the one fucking other one, I'm like, we might need a little more if you get what I'm saying.
Well,
So, might be something to hit.
well, we have different depots for different things. If you wanted a vehicle, then your best bet is the location you've already find. If you want hardware or robots, there are others. I mean, what exactly are you looking for? Medical? I mean, what do you want? Because they have different locations for different things.
That is good. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go over to Usamagi. Usamagi, once again, since you've got the highest bounty out of all of us, and you are our trusted leader, what do you think we should do there, buddy? What should we be going after? What should we focus on?
Well, we should definitely give ourselves a vehicle.
Right.
Probably stop referring to me as Usumagi for the moment. I have a new body.
Oh,
I thought that you just call me a
you do. Sorry about that. I'll put 2 and 2 together at some point. Um, I mean, we could go for the vehicles, but I feel like we need more information on the facility. We don't want to go in there fucking just guns blazing, right?
Of course not. So, what would you like me to hack into the system, or possibly like get some schematics? Well, I got the schematics for it downloaded. I just don't have any of the interior. Like, I have like
Mhm.
X-ray, but it doesn't show anything on the right. Am I correct in saying that, right, Arbiter?
Right.
When I
You have the external bits of the building, and you've got the the top level, which is described as basically an open plan office with quite literally just open plan, and there's 3
Yeah.
different desks
Pre-
for the various employees. You've been down to one of the lower levels, which has got cars in it, company cars in it, but other than that, that's all you've seen so far. So you've not got any detailed maps. You can try and hack in if you want, or you can try and go somewhere else and look for something else.
You're
Uh,
you, Usama Fade. You're gonna see Prism have a big smile on his face as he looks around and notices Sheridan's not there. How great would it be if we get in there, get what we need, and Sheridan shows up for work, and there's no fucking work because the building's like destroyed? God, that would be fucking. Just imagine his face. That's all. I'm just gonna leave that there.
Igor takes off with some after hearing that with a big, huge grin ear to ear.
I'm gonna look at
Kay's
you.
gonna
And
look at that and just sigh.
So I'm going to take a vote. We find another place, or we ransack this building for everything it has and all the information in it, and destroy it.
I vote for the second option.
Of course you
Second
do.
option.
Of course you do. You see me tallying on like a little Palm Pilot clipboard, like computer thing that's hovering above my hand. Get 2 votes.
I motion Tracy over, and I say, which option do you want to pick?
She looks at you and goes, "I don't care."
Cool. And I wrap my arms around her and I just hold her there.
Prism
All right,
smiles
so
at you.
I will take that as a yes vote for infiltrating, taking everything and destroying. I mark that down. Okay. 3 votes.
Who's
That just
who's the
who's
third?
missing?
Who's the third?
You.
Me? I didn't vote. Prism just.
No,
Tracy
No,
doesn't get a
straight-
I've
vote.
already marked Prism down for the fucking second one.
Oh.
No.
So Prism, Cade, BattleBot got marked down for the third one.
You
Uh,
you remember how I said in the beginning of my intro, I don't go head first into situations? I feel like this would be head first in the situation. It would be funny as fuck. That's literally why I would want to do it. Honest. All right, over the table. Yeah, this is why I want to do it. Why I would want to do it is to have fucking
this is
Sheridan
why
come
I'm
back.
taking quote.
Yeah, and be like, what the fuck? I think it's a bad idea. I think we should wait. We should be easy on this, honestly. And we should try to find
Finally, you're speaking with reason.
what?
I said, finally, you're speaking with some reason. Okay, so we're not going to do it.
I mean, I think it would
I
be
thought we
great.
were voting.
Uh, I'm like, really? Fine. I'm like, I vote for another option. As great as that would fucking be for him to come back next week and be like, what the fuck? Where's my job? And whatever. Wait, we have his vehicle, right? Do we have a parking pass? Can we get into the garage? Never mind.
Yes,
See, I
we
guess
can.
No, you have a vehicle, but he has to turn up with it to claim the
Okay.
vehicle pass.
I think we should wait. I know we want to, and especially after some of us, I'm going to look over at fucking Cade there, set fire to buildings. I think you need to clear your names and fucking do whatever you need to so that they stop looking for you guys, so we can do other shit. I say we find another supply depot of Gentex and we fucking hit it and take all their shit. What are we hitting? I don't know. Hardware. We need fucking explosives, weapons. We should fucking hit a weapons depot because that's not going to be, easy. But
I'm gonna try to look up information about Gentex weapon depots. Uh, I guess try to use their internet, or not their internet, but their, you know what I'm saying, their network.
while he does this, I'm just going to look at InfoSite.
I'm gonna go clear my name, I guess. I'll see you guys later, and I take Tracy, and I go leave to go to the police station.
Tracy, I'll see you later.
Okay, so you're going to the police station to clear your name.
Yep.
Okay,
Same here.
and do you have any idea how you're going to do that, or is it just a vague? Yeah, I'll just sit up
Lame.
and say I didn't do it.
Blame it on the bounty dude. He's a drunk anyway.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay, you can't. You realize that may not work, right? And if it doesn't work, they are going to detain you. You understand that, yes?
Isn't it like a fine?
No, you burnt a fucking building, most of a building down. It's a criminal fucking offense. You're going
Actually,
to
you know what?
prison.
I'm not going to the police station yet. I'm just gonna call in and be like, I would like to answer questions over the phone.
So
No.
pinpoint your location.
Sorry. You want to call the police station from your
Yeah.
phone and say, "Hi, I'm this bloke,
Alright,
and I'd
sorry.
like to talk some question, answer
I'd
some
like to
questions."
use a payphone.
Right. Okay. So you want to use a payphone, and you're going to ring up, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it now. We're going to do it, and you're going to be making the call, and I'm going to be the person answering on the front desk. So you get through, and he goes, "Hi, I'm Officer Wilson. How can I help you?"
Howdy, sir. This is Kate Knight. Question? Is there any reason to that?
Sorry, say that again.
Kate Knight.
Yeah.
You guys are asking for questions. I don't know the details of what looking for me, but I'd like to know so I can explain if anything.
Well, you need to come down to the station. That's why we're looking for you. If you need,
Okay.
So you come down to the station. We will ask our questions, and if there's nothing untoward, you'll be free to go. But you've got to come down and answer the questions. We can't do this over the phone.
Is there like a reason? Like, I'm just curious. I'm not trying to offend you.
Because we're the police and we've asked you to come down to the station because we believe that you may be involved in an arson attack. Exactly as the TV said. There was
I don't really
fire.
watch TV. I'm sorry.
So, are you going to come down and see us?
Yes.
Okay. So, and when will you be coming down?
Soon, I think.
Okay. I want you to make an intelligence check, please.
Okay.
Where is he doing all this, by the way, when you called in?
A
A
public phone.
payphone.
Okay.
A public. Right. Okay. So yeah. So make an intelligence check, please. So that was an 11 you rolled. Okay. Right. In a blinding moment of inspiration, you realise that you're on a public phone, in public. You have been on the phone for more than enough time for them to trace the call.
Mm-hmm.
More than enough time. And you look around and you see more than one camera looking in your direction.
Okay. I'm going to hand all my weapons.
Hand all your weapons to
Tracy.
Tracy. Okay, to Tracy. Okay, so Tracy takes your guns. And what's Tracy doing with your guns?
She's gonna store them in my bike and head back.
Okay, so she's going to head back to the base.
Yeah.
Okay, she heads back. Okay.
And then
So,
Kate's gonna go to the police station.
okay.
Bad idea.
Fuck. Okay. So you go to the police station.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
you walk into the police station. You tell them who you are. They say, "Please wait in that room."
Yes, ma'am. And I'm gonna go sit down, and kind of relax. Just not too worried. Yeah, that's it. Relax.
Okay, cool. While this is going on,
Does-
what are the rest of you two doing?
Does Tracy walk back in while I'm there?
Yeah.
Like with all of
Tracy walks back in with his weapons, and says, "Yeah, he's gone to the police station."
I just raised
I knew it.
I just face bomb myself.
What? I.
You-
Oh.
She just looks. She
Tracy
hands
goes-
you the guns and says, "Yeah, you." Actually, she goes. Actually, no, she doesn't hand you the guns. She puts the guns by the bike and says, "He's gone to the police station. He's handed himself in for questioning."
Didn't you? Maybe you. I got nothing. I pull out my worm shine and start sipping on it. I'm like,
guilty.
what?
A guilty. Okay, over the table. A guilty person would run
I head over
away.
to a
They
mutant only
would.
bar.
They would. I can't wait. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
I head over to a mutant only bar.
Oh, I guess he's really
Okay.
taking
With
care of
my
this.
Cisco face mask on.
Okay, you're in the mutant only bar.
How much for a bottle of worm shine?
They give you a bottle of worm shine. 1,200.
Here's 14.
Okay. Thanks. You have your bottle of worm shine. What are you doing now?
Heading back. Sitting down right beside Prism, opening it up and drinking it.
Okay. So, okay. So that's fine. So Prism's drinking. Igor's drinking.
Oh
Uzumaki
yeah, I'm
doesn't drink.
chemically sensitive.
So I don't know. I think he's banging his head against a brick wall. I'm not sure, but yes, Uzumaki, what are you doing?
Utsumaki is going to do what I said I was before. I'm going to look for a weapons depot
Okay.
for Prism.
Okay, so you want to do some, I presume, hacking, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough then. Make a hacking roll. You are going to have to get through a lot of encryptions to actually get to the relevant one. But if you want to start making the hacking rolls, while you're making the hacking rolls, let's go back to the police station. So after about 2 minutes, You're introduced into a room which looks like an interview room with a big
Mhm.
window, which you all know are people watching from that.
Mhm.
And he sat down.
Mhm.
There's two police officers, one male, one female, in front of you, and they say, "Okay, right, thank you for coming in. That's
No
important.
problem, sir.
Now, just to make you aware,
Mhm.
um, you were seen going into and coming out of a room, which well, not long before a fire started,
Mhm.
and we'd like to know what happened in the room to cause the fire."
So, let me paint the picture. Me and two others went to. Now, the bounty was pretty important. It was the family wanting to get the. So we went to the building, and I, told the receptionist that I was a family friend. After that, three of us went up. The other one left, and we get in the building. We go into the door. I open it up because he was a drunk pastor, and I mean super drunk. There's allegations against him of getting kicked out of bars, and also I want to say forcing his religion down people's throat. Not the good light. It's not great. Also,
Oh,
massive alcoholic.
okay. So what you're saying
Mhm.
is you were you broke in?
No, 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 no. He let us in. He opened the door
You
himself.
He opened the door and he introduced you in. Um,
Hmm.
and then what
So,
happened?
so we got in, and there's bottles of alcohol all over. For some reason, this drunk man, obviously still drunk from the night of drinking, decides to light a cigarette, and it immediately set fire. So one of the dudes, one of my friends, decided to run out and pull the fire alarm. But he told us to the cops that the fire alarm wasn't working. So I immediately grabbed him and ran out, hoping that it would stop the fire. Sorry, words. Um, hoping that the alarms would actually go off with the sprinkler system.
Okay. And so you all left the building when the smoke alarms went,
Hmm.
and I presume you handed your bounty in. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, and you had nothing at all to do with the fire?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Well, your bounty seems to disagree with you on that. He seems to think he had nothing to do with the fire. He seems to think that you assaulted him, or one of your colleagues assaulted him, and that the fire
Hmm.
was nothing to do with him. He didn't fall over. He was assaulted, and under the circumstances, we wouldn't care.
Hmm.
Um, but you, but according to him, he didn't set the fire, so you had to set the fire. So you got to understand there is an issue here. We can't necessarily take what you're saying on face value.
Hmm. Understandable, sir. It's just I have no idea what he's talking.
Well, really, really. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's fine. Okay. So, um, and can you give us the names of the two individuals that were with you when you were doing this? And he brings up pictures of the two other individuals that are with you.
Hmm.
Can you give us their names, please?
So one of them is Jamathan, I think. James? James. Uh, the other one is Arnold Kilkelly.
Right. And
Hmm.
uh, so you don't actually know their names then?
No, I do. It's James and Arnold Kilkelly.
Arnold Kilkelly. He writes it
Hmm.
down.
Arnold is the first name. Kilkelly is the last name. James.
Hey, James is just
Yeah.
his name, and he doesn't
Yes,
have
sir.
any other names.
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, uh, are you lying with regard to this by any chance?
No, sir.
No. As a GM to player, are you
Okay.
lying? Because I don't think someone's name is James. Don't think his name's James. And if you're lying to them, that will require
Mhm.
a deception roll. Is it deception? I
I should really get that skill.
Think it would be persuasion.
No, you're not persuading. You're lying. Let's just have a look. Saladin. Hang on a moment. Let's just have a look at the skills to see.
There's no deception.
It must be a lying-based skill.
There is a deception.
There's speech.
No, there's deception under charisma, kids.
Deception.
It's a skill.
Okay, so if you don't have the skill, you will be making a charisma roll -4.
Okay.
Rolling a 1 at this point would be very bad. And I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
rolling-
100%.
Roll a 12. Do it. I have faith in you. Do it. You turned yourself. Yeah, do it.
No, for some
You
bizarre
do
reason,
everything
I
right.
decided to. Come on, you can do it.
Oh my god!
I know, I saw the one too.
So, Cade, is that your
Yep.
1d10 plus 3?
Or 1d12.
1d12
but
plus
it's
3.
10 plus 3, yeah.
So your charisma is 7, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't look entirely convinced by what you're saying.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, what we're going to need to do is we need some contact details from you,
Mhm.
and we do need the other two to come in as well, please, because
Mhm. I'll make sure that happens, sir.
okay, that's fine. And do we have can we have a contact number for you, please?
Yes, sir, and I give it to him.
Okay, that's fine. So that's fine. Okay, so yes, for the moment you're free to go, but please do not leave town.
Yes, sir.
And yeah,
Okay, I leave.
You lucky bitch.
That was a good story, though. Like over the table, that was a good story. Set up.
Just make sure the
Yes.
others know.
right. So you wander off.
I head back. Also, Igor is
Yeah.
James. Over the table. Igor is James, and then who's
Saladin is the other one.
yes, the Saladin is James Kilkelly.
And isn't here. That's great.
Yes. So you did lie though, because you
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
give you definitely told lies, so that's fine. Did you give them your real comlink number?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Right. So you're going to head back.
Yep.
Can you make a perception roll, please?
Either 8 or 7.
Okay, that's fine. So you head back.
Am I being followed?
Not that you think.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Are you
ask, but like as I head back, I'm gonna ask to come pick
Okay.
because it is a hideout, and I am going to do a long way around town before I get there.
Okay. You take the long way. You move in and out.
Mhm.
You don't walk in the front entrance regardless. So
Yeah, no.
right. Okay.
Is
That's
our
okay.
entrance in an alleyway?
Well, no. It's inside a building, so you'll go inside a building, and then and it sort of goes down into a basement, and then there's one of the entrances is or the most concealed entrance is in the basement, um, sort of hiding behind various objects, which will move back into place once you've shut the or go to shut the door.
Can't find deception.
Look, it doesn't matter. It would have been a charisma roll.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just. I just think I should actually get that skill. If I keep doing this kind of shit.
Well, if you are going to try and be a convincing liar, then that kind of skill is quite useful. So, that's fine. So, you head back.
Mm-hmm. I tell them the details of all that.
Okay. So, is anyone going to change what they're doing?
I would like to roll in
I'm still hacking.
Urban.
Um, right,
I would like to roll a psionics check actually.
You roll away.
Picking up Kate, flipping him upside down to push his shirt to his head level to see if he's wearing a wire.
Okay. So, first of all, make the psychic roll.
Can I roll against that? Like I.
Just let him make his roll first.
I would.
And against
What
that,
am I rolling? Like strength?
no, because it's not. You can't resist the power of a mind with your body. Let me just have a look.
If it was an attack roll, it would have been strength, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
this
but
one
you're
would
not. Yeah,
be
you're not. I'm going to say bravery. You can use your bravery against it because that's your will of strength of mind. Okay, so you would attempt to use your psychic powers to lift him, and that doesn't work on him.
I like straighten my shirt. And I walk over and I pick up my. I do tell them what happened. I do tell them what happened.
Can I do a telepathy check to see if there's anyone around our exit or entrance
Okay, make
that
a
we
roll.
know of?
Make a roll. Nope, there is nobody around the exits or entrances.
Our priest, I believe, telling Kate that he was not followed.
I look at Igor and I go, So, James, you might want to turn yourself in. Get away with questioning. If 3 people say the same story, versus a drunkard, I think we can get away with it. Could clear our names.
I look at him and say, I could take the fall, and I know how to essentially, hopefully, float my ass out of jail.
Okay. As long as you don't bring me down with you. That's up to you, man.
But what was your story? So I can get clarification.
That the drunkard decided to smoke a cigarette with the alcohol-infested room. Sheridan went to go flip the fire alarm, but he told us over comms that it wasn't working. So we picked him up and left after hoping that the sprinkler system would catch on the fire.
I have a better idea.
I mean, I already told them the story. There's no better ideas. Like I don't know what you want.
My side of the story could be this: that due to the bounty I did act fast, knocking him out cold using my stun knuckles. He
See,
had a
that's not
cigarette
gonna
that
work.
fell in the alcohol, directing it.
That's not gonna work because I already told them. The dude said uh, that you already assaulted him as soon as you opened the door. So it wouldn't really work because I told them I don't know what he's talking about.
Ah, I'll go
Yeah.
with your story then. Damn, there goes my fun of trying to say I knocked someone out cold and get away with it.
Do write that down somewhere on your person or whatever, so you can look at it every so often and remember it.
I will after this dilemma.
Okay. Over
Oh.
the table, I'm being dead serious. Write that shit down.
That a 3-foot guy took another 6-foot guy in one punch.
No, the story.
Oh, okay.
We need to make it believable. I mean, it's pretty
So-
believable either way, but
So 2 passed out with smoke and fumes lit the flame. I could also say this, that due to he didn't want to leave his possessions behind in the fire, I did knock him out cold.
go for it.
Okay.
I turn to Uzumaki and I just laugh.
What?
I don't know how that worked, man.
Okay, there.
So what are you asking us about?
No, I just say I told everyone the story. When
What's your mind of
Yeah.
hanky?
I mean,
I don't know
it's,
how that works. How that worked, man.
I don't know if good luck. I'm not going to say anything. He crosses his arms over his chest. Gonna catch me dead walking into a
Also,
Right.
okay. What was
Yeah.
the
Make sure
name
you have your
you
make sure
used
you have
for
your story and we'll go.
Yeah, that's why I'm having Igor write it down.
I know, my name's James. What was Sheridan's?
James Kilkelly.
No, it wasn't. It
No,
was
it's not right.
James, and then it
Andrew
wasn't
Kilkelly.
James and James McKelly. It was James and
Andrew Kilkelly.
Andrew Kilkelly? I know the last name was Kilkelly. God damn it.
They done told him the wrong man.
I'm going
Yeah.
to go under security. This is room of
But you're
saying.
James anyway.
I know.
Yeah, you're James.
So according to some I'm James. Hopefully they don't have a telepathic user in there.
Okay.
It was last name was just say Mr. Kilkelly.
Okay.
Uzumaki
You have
laughs
no
and
last name.
he says, "You guys are fucked."
I'm just gonna keep drinking.
Word. Uh, that was pretty much the only way to clear my name. I don't know how any other way would have worked. I mean, I could have bribed a dirty police officer. That would have been smart. Now that I think about it, that would have been smarter. Huh. I am saying this out loud.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so he's been to the police station. Is anybody else going to the police station?
Uzumaki is nuts.
I am not. Not yet. I'm gonna lay though.
How long is it going to take for Uzumaki to figure out the weapons depot? How long would you say?
I don't know. I've yet to receive a story on the hacking.
Yeah. No, I'm like, how much is it going to like take? How long would it
Actually, I'm gonna
presumably
look
take?
on to easy for another easy kill order.
I
One
imagine
I
if
can
I'm good
try
roll,
for the
it wouldn't
corpos
take
I'm working
but
for.
long.
Like the corporates that I'm working for.
All right. So what's the hacking? How do I roll hacking again? I have a 3 in hacking. Okay.
Right.
Huh.
Why? I take it no one's going to do anything else then.
I guess I could
I was
just
looking
You
for a
not hear me?
kill order. That's an
no.
easy.
Okay. So I need to figure out the roll for hacking. I got a +3 in I got 3rd level hacking. And I need to hack and find a weapons depot for Gintech.
Now what I could do another easy kill order.
I'm just gonna train skills while I wait for him to do the hacking crap.
And now it will be like, I'll be right, guys. Send me a location once you find one.
Right. Okay. So, is anyone going to do anything with regard to the
What's the
depot, or are you just all hanging around, or what are you doing?
We're
Usumaki's
gonna
going to
not
depot.
attack the depot.
Okay.
Well,
The
Usumaki's
vehicle
going to
depot
find
is
the
not.
location.
So you want to attack a different depot?
Yeah, weapons, which is what Uzumaki is looking for.
Okay. So, um, the Infosite can give you the location and a basic floor plan, but he can't give you any more detail than that with regard to the guns on site. And it's not just guns; it will be personal weapons of all sorts. So it's more like an
Ooh.
armory. It is quite heavily guarded, though.
I turn to Uzumaki. So what do you want to do?
The best way would be to draw the majority of the people out of the armory. That way we can lock them out and take action that way. But it's not going to be easy, I doubt.
We could call in a bomb threat.
We could call it a bomb threat.
That means no one's in there. I mean, I could call in the bomb threat.
Would we double as the bomb response unit?
We might be able to, you know, if I could train a little bit more in line, I might be able to do it.
Okay.
So MC,
Yep.
do I have to roll for the kill order?
If you want to do another kill order, yeah. How are you? What are you taking? Low or high?
Easy.
Okay.
I don't think there is any.
No, not at the easier levels. No.
Well, damn.
Okay, so you've got the details. As I said, you've got the details of the depot. Basically, it's a low squat building. Guards 24/7. There is a decently thick wire fence, which has been electrified and has barbed wire across the top. And you can see that there is a gate, and it's sort of like a double gate. Around one side. There is a foot entrance on the opposite side, in case you're feeling keen.
I turn to Uzumaki. We could dig a tunnel.
Dig a tunnel.
Before the hyenas
Yeah.
come.
Perhaps there's already a escape tunnel.
Yeah, we could use that. We got to scan the area and scout some, but we might be able to. We could check the sewers too.
Yes, it would be more probable to do it that way. What about AI? Isn't there somebody that's got an AI core that can take over technology?
That is. What's her face? That's. Give me a second.
Sell it in.
That's Grizz. Grizz has the ag person fucking.
So nobody's got an AI core that we can stick in my other body.
I mean, we have Tracy.
Okay.
Well, if we have Tracy, if we stick Tracy's AI core in my other body, we could have a much more high tolerable combat ready body with us.
I'm gonna send him the stats on Tracy's body, which is
Okay.
already pretty fucking good.
Okay.
I'm sending you my character sheets on Discord because that is where it is. It's under
Alright,
the
let's look.
tab Tracy.
Yeah, I see it. Tracy. One 230. So
Look at her skills.
your daughter. Let's see. Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
weapon.
Okay. God.
Are you okay?
Oh, alrighty. Oh well. Just so you know, this is Usumagi. Usumagi's old body has
Yes, Josh. The medicine was on
Oh,
the
God.
fridge. If you'd like to look, you'd find it.
Okay, four bravery, 3 charisma, 18 endurance, 20 and 12 intelligence, 55 luck, 8 perception, 18 speed, and 18 strength.
Okay.
Is that better? I don't.
I don't know. You got 16, 12 intelligence, same intelligence. I got Usumagi's body has a higher strength. You got a better endurance, but everything else overall is like he's got a 18 speed.
Okay.
Your
So
perception overall, those your stats are better, like spaced out.
Yeah.
So you put the love doll. You put Tracy, who's the combat doll, into your old body.
If he wants to, he doesn't have to. He's probably better with she's probably better with perception and some other stuff, but
Yeah. No. I think I'm gonna keep Tracy in the body because the. What's
fine.
Uzumagi's body's base armor level?
Sorry, that was meant for somebody else, not you guys.
He's got a he's got a tier
You say 6?
tier I think tier 6 body on armor.
Oh, it's way better.
Maybe. I don't know.
She only has an armor level of 4 for base.
Oh.
Yeah. Do the skills transfer over, or her skills, if we move her body?
Yes, they will.
Okay.
How do I
Now, the
sound?
strength and all
Tracy.
that.
Better, right? Yeah, there we go.
The strength, endurance, and speed are the only thing.
Yep.
But you got the body. Just I have the skills, so we'll just use that.
Alright.
You will her stats. I'll tell you the skill levels.
I mean, it's still going to be your doll. But...
Oh yeah, 100%. I ain't giving her up.
Uh-huh.
Try me.
Okay. Okay.
We'll have a 5 million bounty body with us, but it'll be okay.
I mean,
Okay.
we could sell your body on the black market.
Or you could definitely lure all the fucking Gentech out with that body.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes, we do it.
Just saying. Once they're gonna send a response, fucking once they pick you up though. I mean, they already know where we're at, so or what city we're in, not where we're at, but
We could just have her running around, causing chaos, trying not to get caught by him.
yeah.
We could have her on the bike.
Very true.
Bike's the fastest vehicle we have. Yeah, we could send her on my bike.
Yeah. Send her on the bike then.
Yeah. Put her in the body, send her on the bike. Have her drive past the armory. But first, we have to find out their emergency exit.
Well, you have a plan. You know.
Oh no, yeah, no, but we still need to find where their emergency exit is
Oh,
because
that
it's not going to be in the floor plan.
the emergency exit will just be on the side of the building. it'll just lead to the outside, and then there'll
No,
be
like their hidden emergency exit.
Oh right, well
Yeah.
you're gonna have to. Well, you assume there is one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We assume any big corporate thing has some kind of unknown underground escape for bigwigs or whatever.
Okay. So, well, I'll give you a rough description of the building. So it's a low concrete structure. No, it's no bigger than 1 story. Just so you've got the ground floor or first story if you're American, and yeah. So it has a double barbed wire fence around it. The fence itself it's not barbed wire; it's electrical fence. It's 4 meters high and it's topped with barbed wire. There is obvious signs saying electrified.
Mhm.
So the fence is obviously electrified, and there is a guard. Like I said, it's a double fence, but there is a good sort of 10 foot between them. And in the gate, as I said, there's a single person foot gate on one side of the facility. That looks well and truly locked up. You could try and come that way, but you realise that there are cameras. And there is also the main entrance, which, like I said, is two double gates, and in between them there is in between each of the wire fences there is a guardhouse.
Okay. So the plan is Tracy gets an Uzumagi's body as a distraction, drives past him in the bike. Bike's pretty fast. She'll go right. Then we go in through the secret entrance,
Wait,
grab some
sig-
shit, then
Uh,
get out that same secret entrance.
You
Do you want to
guys-
dispose of the body after?
You are just, man. You guys, the plans you come up with are just fucking amazing. Prism says as he takes a swig of shine. That's
I
your-
turn to him and I say, "What's your fucking plan then?"
You guys are
Yeah.
fucking, like, seriously. Did InfoSight really hire you fucks? I mean, I called you, Cade, but I thought you were fucking smarter than this. Like, that's your fucking
What's
plan.
your plan then?
You guys are fucking retards, I swear to God. The side entrance, the fucking side exit door is where you guys are gonna sneak through. There's no fucking
No, you
underground
fuck.
way in.
There's gotta be.
I'll tell you what, why don't you go back and stand by that wall for me? Do it. Come on.
No, fuck up.
Do it. Because I'm fucking sick of all of your shit. I don't know what the fuck you got.
Then why are you here?
Why are you guys here? You see, we have a reason to be here. You guys are extra as far as I'm concerned. So
That's
if
a
we're
little
gonna,
rude.
is it? Well, then I'll tell you what. Stop fucking around and your keep. Show me you're not a fucking liability to the mission at hand, and we can make some credits. If we're gonna take out this facility, we're gonna have to fucking do it quick and fast. And by the way, see that vehicle? I'm gonna point to the one that you fucking have, armor plated and stuff. I'm like, why don't we use that as well? Because honestly, I don't think they're gonna fucking just see Tracy in your fucking body, Usamagi, and fucking be like, oh look, that's the terrorist. Run after her. They're not gonna leave their post. This is a corporate facility. We're gonna have to go in. We're gonna have to hit their systems, and that's through hacking. And fucking guess what? That's through fucking using things that we've already used, which is what? KO gas and EM. Fucking disable the facility, get in, fucking take whatever we can, and get the fuck out.
I turn to Uzumaki. Why didn't he speak earlier? This would have saved us so much time.
Sometimes you have to let him.
Question, Prism.
You have to let him stew on his
If
drink in
that's
order
the
for him to
case,
say something
why not
smart.
small team go into the armored, knock everyone out, and then bring the UTV in afterwards?
What about a TV?
We can take out more shit with it as well.
Wait, what are we bringing in?
Instead of just bringing in the armored,
Uh-huh.
why not we bring in both armored and UTV?
Yeah, because right now
Carry
the
more
My
shit out.
bike?
we have his bike, we have the armored. See that UTV? We're not getting involved in any of this shit. They know what that is, okay? Their little guy, like you short little fuck. They know what that vehicle is. They don't know about these. We want these off radar. If we fucking start using these, if some dipshit can't hack the cameras, then we're caught again. Do you understand that? I don't think you do, since you've been out fucking being some street thug or some shit. Really? InfoSite fucking sent you to work with us? I'm really like looking at you like you are a liability at this point. Like you,
Ustamagi like got this silent look of fucking amusement on his face as he's not saying anything.
Okay.
I'm up for stroking. Roll your strength.
He said, "No, posture."
Kay's gonna turn to Uzumaki. You got a cigarette?
Uzumaki being a fucking droid.
I know, yeah.
Actually, as a matter of fact,
I'm a for sure
Oh,
prism.
thanks.
you just want to
Same
lose
fact that I've
more
had
of
since
your
the
fucking
beginning.
little guys, do you?
Can I have one?
He pulls one out and hands it to you.
Kate's gonna light the cigarette with a blowtorch.
Oh wait, yeah, I actually do have a pack of cigarettes because
Like
I think
this one,
like the
strength.
first time I was in one and the cryo, I smoked one of them.
Why? Yeah, D12 plus your.
I turn
I
back
pulled
to
one out and
Uzumaki.
smoked.
So we went over
I
this
turn back to
earlier.
Uz-
Hold on. If we went over this earlier, Igor, if you're using your psionics, it's 1d12 plus your psionics level.
Oh, you
No.
said it was depending on my level, so it's 2d12 now. Because
No,
it's level
it's not
2.
2d12. It's 1d12 plus 2 because you're second level. Or
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna turn. Kay's gonna turn to Uzumaki. You think Kay's gonna kick his ass?
Actually, no. Let me roll it
I
then.
don't know. Probably.
My bad.
Yeah, prism's like that.
Of course I fail.
Me and Uzumaki are just watching this, and I have Tracy. Like I'm leaning on the bike. Tracy's laying on top of me, like leaning back into me, and to my side is Uzumaki, and we're just watching this go down. I'm smoking the fucking cigarette. We're just watching at this point.
And you can see, you can also see the love droids also watching.
Well, I had enough of his insults at this point. Here's me trying to get credits. Here's me trying not to get in his way.
Okay.
So he's just throwing insult and insult at me, so I had enough. And
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. You can't fucking someone doesn't have to take shit for a prolonged period of time before they lose their shit over it.
Kay's
So-
just learned to ignore his insults because sometimes they're.
So, unfortunately, yeah, you're not doing anything, Igor. You're getting a bit of a splitting headache with that roll of a 1. In fact, with a roll of a 1, you've got a bit of a nosebleed as well. So you aren't good. Yeah, that's fine. You want to use your psychic powers on him, but you can't at this stage. So
yeah, because they're still evolving to level 3.
yeah, that's fine. So, right. So, so well, at the moment, nothing is happening. Someone's got nosebleed, but apart from that, that's about all. What's everyone doing now?
I do have a question. Does Prism notice what he tried to do?
Yeah.
No. No, you won't, because nothing's happened. Literally, no. He's just developed a nosebleed.
Kate turns to Uzumaki. You think he had a brain aneurysm?
I don't know. I was expecting somebody to punch somebody and shit to happen, but you know,
So was I.
yeah, that happens. I would have dispose of.
Yeah. Kind of weird how that happens. He keeps getting nosebleeds.
I know. Well, maybe it's like those old cartoons.
Can I
Anyway.
roll?
As my eyes light up and you see Master Roshi catch a nosebleed like on a hollow.
Maybe.
Anyway, so this is all very exciting. So you want to? I presume you want to scan the base out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
We're gonna
it's-
go with Prism's better plan.
That's well. Prisoner actually had a plan. Yours was.
That was
let's
a
be honest,
plan. We had a plan.
No, you didn't have a plan. You had something that you thought was a plan, but in real life, no. So, with that in mind, so you head over to the location, and you're taking the lev, yeah?
Yeah.
I turn to Prism. Yeah, I guess we are.
Okay, and so you want to do a sort of a reconnoiter. How are you doing that? Driving around it in a big circle, or pulling
We're
off
gonna-
and walking around it, or what do you
Is
wanna
there
do?
is there a like a stand nearby for food?
Everybody make a luck roll. Or everybody who's going, make a luck roll. Yes, there is. There is a food stand nearby.
Okay.
And it does
I'm going
actually
to-
look fairly popular too. And there are some sort of temporary seating around so people can sort of get their food and sit down if they want.
We're gonna park the Lev to the side and get out and sit there. Uzumaki, see if he could.
See if I can look.
Yeah, cameras.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hack. I'm gonna start hacking. What do I
Okay,
need to roll for hack?
So it's D12 plus your level in hacking. Well, -1. So if you've got a level 3 hacking, it's 1d12 plus 4, and then you've got to. And then let's look at the rules for hacking. Because
I thought they changed it.
Yes, because it requires a series of rolls, not just one.
Okay. Oh. Okay,
It
so
was changed
it
again?
doesn't add my my intelligence modifier or speed.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Yeah, I went from multi-level hacking to stream it up to just back to single, but it's harder. So if you fail, basically you fucked.
Okay, so what's
the encryption level basically of what he's trying to hack? Oh,
Well, it's going to be fucking high now.
Yeah.
Because you are looking at it. You're trying to hack a secure facility.
Here's the thing.
It's 1d12 plus character attribute and or skill.
Or is it on route? I would have put a call into Michael or Michael, right? Is that what his name is? Fucking Matthew. Sorry, Matthew, to see if any of the equipment's come in yet.
So you were waiting on the big rifle.
Yeah, the NPR for myself and somebody else was actually Usamagi. You were waiting on something, weren't you?
Yep, I was waiting on my rifle.
Yeah.
One of the rifles has come in.
His or mine?
So, yours.
Okay. I'd like to pick that up on route. Once we get there, I'm going to send the drones out too. While he starts his fucking hacks.
Okay, so my hack is 1d12 plus
Character
3
attributes and or skill.
attributes and or skill. Okay, so what's the attributes that are associated with it? Speed and
Should be intelligence, I think.
All right. No, here's
Intelligence.
hacking for you guys. It's 1d12 plus your hacking level plus equipment bonuses or attribute bonuses. So since you're an android, you have a +4. Equipment, if you're using those bonuses, you'll have those. What level of encryption is he hacking right now? What are you trying to hack?
It's extremely, so it's a level 4.
So he has to beat a 28.
20,
Yep.
24.
What's your hacking level, Fade?
No, it's extremely is 28.
Yeah,
3.
I'm looking. Oh, is it 28? Because I'm looking at the core rulebook and it says 24.
Yeah.
No, we're looking at the game updates and game. They're looking
Oh,
at the game updates.
on page
looking at the new
132 on the update. It's got your hacking level of difficulty. Yeah, so 28 is going to be what you do. And since you're only a 3, you have a plus. It's going to be 4 points harder for you. So you need a 32 to hack. So, yes,
Okay, so what do I need?
you're going to have to
So
roll.
1d12 plus your intelligence plus your hacking level plus any bonuses for the equipment that you have.
All right, 12 plus intelligence plus hacking level. All right, got you.
Do you have any equipment?
I think I've got a hacking kit. Not a hack kit, but like a little computer bag kit.
Okay, what's that added?
There's bottles in the thing. Yeah, kind of. It's what is the hacking? It's what the hell is it called? Hold on, let me go look. I got maybe I did. I thought I put it down. Filtration. Oh.
Here, I don't want to fuck us, but what's your intelligence?
It's a 12.
Okay, so you get a +2 to hacking. You do not add your intelligence to hacking. You get a +2.
Oh.
So it's going to be 6 right there, plus whatever else. So this is not easy. It's not supposed to be. You do not add your intelligence. You add your attribute bonuses. So if your speed 2 is also, what's your speed?
My speed is a triple 18.
All right, so that's going to give you 18 is going to be to hacking is going to be another 5.
So a total of +7 from that.
Yeah.
So 8 plus your hacking level of 4 makes 12 plus another 7 makes 19. So that has not succeeded.
To roll 8, 19, 20.
Right, let's just see.
It was close. It was close.
But no cigar, I'm afraid.
No.
So
1d12 plus luck.
yes, please, because let's see if you've been spotted doing it.
I think you need to make it a little more simple because it's confusing as fuck.
It's not supposed to be easy, mate. It's supposed to be difficult. So you're not supposed to be able to just.
Difficulty. I'm talking about the ease of understanding what is needed to be rolled.
Yeah. Well, I think no. You just need to define. We need to lay out a list of what you add. So.
Yeah.
I
All
think
right. So
that
roll
needs to be
one more.
clearer. So roll 1d12 plus your luck.
May I just say this? I got confused because when I messaged Prism about these Onyx, he did say it was 1d12 per level, like all defects. So
Okay,
that's why
well,
I
let's
put
deal
that-
with that at a different point, because that's not what we're dealing with here. We can come back to that in a moment. Let's just concentrate on the hacking, and then we'll come back and do that in a moment. It's just, Hacking's quite complicated, so let's just deal with the hacking, and then we can come back and deal with the psychics in a moment. So 14. Right. So yeah, so there's no specific rules for being traced.
Okay, so he's not traced.
No, he didn't. Yeah, okay,
He
that's
just
fine.
couldn't get into the system.
Yes, he couldn't. He
Okay.
can attempt. You can attempt to try again, and if you roll a 12 on the dice roll, you can roll that d12 again. But
So it doesn't work like he's more familiar with the after he failed. It worked.
no, he just worked. It worked as he attempted to break in through it, but he did it in a way where it wasn't picked up when he failed.
We're just all there sitting having.
Yes. So, Uzumaki, you are not able to hack.
Yeah, I said it looks like we're going to have a problem with this one.
I turned to
I look at Kate and ask him if he is acidic.
no.
Damn, there goes my idea.
You know, I'm kind of curious. Why did you want to know that?
If
What
the
did
door
we
was
want to know what?
we could burn a hole with it with the acidic level.
I mean, I could just.
It's not
Bite
made out of
through it.
wood.
Would you? MC,
That would
would
take
I be
some
able to
time.
bite through?
That would take some time and it'd
No,
be loud as
you
hell.
could bite through it eventually, but you'd be standing there biting for a while.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
And that would be a bit obvious. Taking a chunk out with your face is a bit obvious.
Instead of just placing your hand on the door and moving it inward slowly.
Yeah, but let's be honest. If you're walking, the only way you're going to be able to do that is to walk up to the back gate, and even then, I will tell you there is an obvious camera. There's obvious cameras by all the entrance and exits. Like I
So we
said,
can't just break in. Look, we're really just gonna break in.
Never mind my idea.
I was gonna say the whole reason we were gonna hack the thing from the beginning is so that we didn't get caught up doing dumb shit.
Hey Prism, can you disable the cameras for us?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm doing something. Give me a second. I'm gonna. How many EM grenades did I get? Do you remember?
Yeah, that might work.
I did get a drone that can carry them, so I'm gonna look over at Usamagi. Usamagi, how's your throne?
Throne.
No,
When did
I
you get
can
a throne?
definitely throw. I can definitely throw.
I'm gonna give you about 3 EM grenades. I'm gonna send my drone up. I say we drop these fuckers, and hopefully they take out all the systems. Oh wait, I was gonna say. Actually, the only one that was there to see that was Cade. Cade, do you remember how we took down that Lev, disabled it for a little while? Yeah, that's.
Didn't we also kill someone?
I think
Wait,
What was it?
I think one of the liabilities might have done that, but that doesn't matter at the moment. I say we do that if we can fucking take their systems offline.
We
And
could
then
do it for the power generator, if there is one.
right, just to make you aware, I'm not even going to ask you to roll. Remember, these are hardened systems. This is this facility as a whole will be hardened.
Shit's
It
not gonna
contains
work.
hardware which they don't want for people to get out. It would be very easy if someone could just go in, throw a couple of EM grenades, and fucking walk in the front door.
It would be.
I'm going to tell you now that is not going to work.
How many guards are on the outside? Are there guards outside? You said.
Yeah, there is one. There's one by the back gate, which is the single foot entrance, and he has his own little guard post. And then at the front gate, as I said, between the two fences, there are sort of these drop barriers. So you've got a proper gate at the front and a proper gate at the back with the second fence. So one fence gate, second fence gate, and between them is two buildings or two small shacks. Fundamentally, they're just like wooden huts with a drop bar to stop people coming in and then coming out, and then they will raise it and let you go.
I turn to
And
Prism. We could do this like an old timey bank.
Go on.
Where have someone wait in the truck. Then after that, we wear masks. Not the mask that can be hacked, which is the electric mask that disguises your face. The rubber mask, where it's harder to see through and you can't hack. Change our outfits, make us inconspicuous, kind of like not looking how we usually look, different outfit, different kind of person, I guess. And that's how we get in.
Or
So we're not caught on the cameras.
or we get caught on the camera. So I'm gonna look over at Usamagi. Usamagi, you what do you think? We should raise our bounty a little bit?
Should we skip the same body?
I say I say we use our bounty to our advantage here. So we got a back entrance, right? You got that plasma lance, right? And this APC. What if you guys go in
Yeah.
through the back, right? Use a plasma lance to fucking cut a hole through whatever you need. Explosives. I don't know if we had our other guy could do explosives. And then Usamagi and I can hang out front, maybe draw their attention to the front while you guys go through the back, get what you fucking need. How about that?
Sounds good. I do have
Sounds
infiltration.
You have
I
what?
have a feeling I'm going to get shot again.
Infiltration.
There you go. I say we do that. Usamagi, what? Don't you want to
Wait,
higher than
I have
5
an
million?
idea.
Yeah.
I have an idea. While you do that, me, Tracy, and Igor dress up as guards.
Okay. So I'm sure there's more than dressing up as guards. You're going to need IDs. You're going to need the right.
Well, yeah, we'll
Let's-
steal them off of the corpse that we're going to kill.
okay.
So
Wouldn't
we
it be
surgically
easier
take
for-
out their thing, put it in the helmet or whatever.
Wouldn't we just like take some IDs from some random Gentech corporates and like assume their identities and then show up? Wouldn't it be safer?
That'll work.
Okay.
Or there's
Well.
that. Yes.
I just remember walking in and getting blasted by a fucking weapons platform. It's not fun.
Prism says nothing.
Now look at Prism.
Okay, so when we get in, should we first go to where the main computer is, or the power station, so we can just immediately shut it down?
Oh, they shut it down.
Okay, main power station, shut it down. After that, then go into the armory, I guess, somehow. We
Right.
have a
Again, if you take out, because this is a secure facility, even if you take out the power, you know they're going to have an emergency.
What if we just take out both?
You could try, but the emergency is, you're pretty sure the emergency will be underground. So it won't be in an obvious place. It's not going to be like, it's not going to be on the upper level with the other one. It's going to be in a completely different location to keep it secure.
Okay, I have an idea to get rid of the power. Have one of Prism's drones stay. We find the power, room. Find where Prism's drone is, or leave one of Prism's drone there, so it can shut it down. After that, but before we don't shut it down yet, we go down to the emergency. Then we shut them down both at the same time.
Okay.
So neither of them would work. We'd already be in disguise with the other Gentech, identity. So we'd walk by, Prism leaves one of his drones to go crawl through the door. Then we somehow get to the emergency. We need a layout of the building first, like a full blueprint.
I take good look with that. But he tried.
Well, yeah, but info site might be able to get us the full blueprint. If
Very
we come up
true.
with a plan and give him a cut, if anything.
Right.
Attorney
Okay. Well,
Prism, what's your take?
Somebody needs to stay here and clock their switches. Their, when the guards change
Guard
shifts.
change shifts.
How many times do they change shift a day? For at least, I don't know.
I could leave Tracy here to do that. She's not in any real systems right now.
That is a priority, I think. We got Ocean's 11 this bitch.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the base. Have Tracy, or I turn to Prism. Could you leave your drones here? Or is there a range on them?
I mean, they can stay on station, I guess. I'll have to come back and collect the data, most likely. Do they have a range? What's the range? I don't remember what we decided. Hold on, I'm looking. Do range. Do. Range. Where are
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Of course I didn't write it down. It's not. Yeah, I mean, if we're at, I'll have to stay on set. On station. I'm gonna look around for like a place to like a cafe or something. I'm like, I'll hang out for a while. That's fine.
Okay, I guess we'll go back and see if InfoSite can give us a layout blueprint. So Tracy's not going to stay. Prism is, and we're going to go back to the base to try and get a blueprint from InfoSite. MC?
yep.
No, that was directed towards you.
Okay. Cool. I wasn't sure who that was being directed at. Okay. What's the time? 10 past 11. Right. Okay. Before we start doing anything, I'm going to end it here because I don't want to just get halfway through and then have to stop the attack halfway through. So we'll end it here for today.
Okay.
And then we will see how the attack progresses next week. Okay.
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 The XP will be again. You've not already done much this session, so 5 plus the streak.
And my streak is dead, correct? Because of work?
Afraid so. The
Well,
streak
My
has to go
streak is now
a maximum of 4.
2. I believe
It's a
it's
maximum of 4 on
2
a streak.
because no, 2 or 3. I
Do
was
we
here
like
last
do we like the whole session streak shit?
Yeah.
I'm happy to lose it at any time.
Well, that's it. I'm like, is it? I mean, yeah, a lot of people who are consistent to like level up quicker, I guess, but I don't know. Is it something we want to keep? Something we want to get rid of? What do you think?
I think it's something I like. It helps progress the story faster.
Well, helps crush level up in skills, I guess. So
And mutations.
that's true. That's true.
My friend is almost done.
Well, there you go. I'm happy you could join us for the session, Watson.
Yeah.
I just, was kind of chilling.
Hey, you
It
know.
didn't seem like there was a rush for me to get my character done, so I
No.
was just taking my time
There you
reading
go.
through things.
There you go. Do that. I had
cool.
somebody else who's like, "Can I join?" I'm like, "No, I need an hour, 2 hours to get new player." You know what I mean? So it's fine. I'm just gonna have to stick to what I usually have doing. Anyways, MC, thank you for the session, and yeah, until next time. Do 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 do.
Whatever.
All right, MC, thank you.
Let me know.